Step into this grotesque, macabre warehouse on the outskirts of Denver.
Wow.
And you'll soon grasp just how endangered this world's endangered species really are.
This is an animal that's about to go extinct, really.
It's the same plight for the rhino and the tiger and the elephant. They could all go extinct within our lifetime.
Colleen Schaefer runs the wildlife repository for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and this is just a fraction of what wildlife officials recover, just enough to show how repulsive the trade in endangered dead animals can be.
You get shipments in here every day?
Every single day. It depends the size of the shipment. Sometimes it'll be one box full of 50 different items. Sometimes it's 50 smaller boxes, maybe of jewelry of some type or another. So it's really variable in what we get from day to day.
Shelf after shelf of endangered tiger heads, even a stuffed tiger fetus, tons of elephant ivory, bizarre and worthless medicines made from illegally poached animals, and of course, the extremely endangered black rhinos. Whole horns, horns crushed into medicine, carved into statuettes.
This is a baby rhino foot. It's turned into a pencil holder.
There are just 2,500 of these black rhinos left in the wild, protected now by armed soldiers. This animal alive, but its horn cut off by poachers. Most are not so lucky. Their carcasses left to rot while their valuable horn is smuggled across the globe. The U.S. Department of Justice says illegal species trade is driven by mostly Asian buyers, willing to pay up to $60,000 per kilo.
We also have basically the full snout, of which you can feel still the skin.
According to Schaefer, wealthy hosts in Vietnam have even used ground-up rhino horns as a party favor, said to cure a hangover.
Not only their status symbol, but of their wealth and their ability to provide this to their guests.
And of course it doesn't work for...
Right, it doesn't work.
To stop the killing, the U.S. government has targeted people who deal in the illegal animal trade. And according to the U.S. government, that includes an antique dealer in South Florida named Chris Hayes.
Mr. Hayes, don't you have anything to say?
For 2.5 years, Hayes and his internet auction site sold black rhino horns, some for as much as $80,000. His cut, he admitted in court documents, 31% of every sale. Hayes pleaded guilty and on May 20th was sentenced to 3 years in prison. In court, he told the judge he made a terrible mistake. Leaving court, shielded by friends, he said almost nothing.
Can you explain to us why you were selling these horns? You obviously knew for 2.5 years, according to the prosecutor, that you were selling these horns.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
According to the government, Chris Hayes and his elite art companies were involved in the selling of more than 19 pounds of rare endangered black rhinoceros horns, worth about $400,000. And while the government says there was no human victim involved, each horn represented a dead endangered animal, smuggling, poaching, bribery, and even organized crime.
Government estimates have put the global trade in illegal animal products as high as $10 billion. Hayes was caught trying to arrange sales to Asian buyers in Canada, Texas, even Milan, Italy. The buyers and the sellers willing to force an animal into extinction for a worthless cure or a trinket. Drew Griffin, CNN, West Palm Beach, Florida.